Hey guys, my name is Nikola Stojkovic. I'm the writer and director of the short Human Instincts.
My name is Dylan Morris. I am the producer of the new film, Human Instincts.
Oh, okay, we started?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
All right,
fun.
yeah, well, you can just ask me again.
Human Instincts is a story about the perspectives of good and evil and how different people can have different perspectives on what is good and what is evil and how important they actually are in life. I think most people have a generally accepted idea of what is good, what is bad, what is evil, no matter what culture or society you come from. It's how we all get along in the world.
What is reality if not just what we agree? Reality, if it exists in the agreement between ourselves and between each other. And I feel like that in these agreements is, what society is based off of. From, the literal, what we see, to the social norms and how we treat each other ethically.
Is that a generally accepted thing? Is it a rule? Is it a law of nature? What is it? And we kind of accept it to be true because it's how we function, but what if there's somebody who sees it as a man-made construction? Something that has no bearing on what life is really supposed to be. And that's kind of who Callum is. And what happens when you bring a person with these kind of beliefs into conflict with modern society that sort of believes as all the rest of us do.
The way that I sort of look at Callum is that, I've heard the mind described. One way to look at the mind is that you've got sort of two parts. You've got the rational mind and you've got the emotional mind. And that you're supposed to be living from a combination of both of them, and they call that the wise mind. Anyway, Callum's emotional mind, I don't know what happened to it, but it is gone. And he is living entirely in his rational mind. So the way that you can see that is he's got a very flat affect. He doesn't really show much emotion on his face, if at all. And he is sort of bent on trying to understand the human species.
How do outlying ideas and kind of out there viewpoints kind of come to be the social norm? And I think if we thought about it, it has to start with an individual and an individual of conviction. And I feel like that's who Callum is.
Human Instincts is about a class of 5 students and 1 instructor. It's an upper level college philosophy class. And you probably guessed, the discussion of the day is good versus bad. What are they? What does it mean? And also, what is evil? Is evil an extension of bad? Is it bad squared? Is it when you are so bad it's not called bad anymore? Or is it a total unrelated entity unto itself? And each student kind of has their own point of view on it. Callum comes into this with his own wildly different view, completely different from any of theirs, and he kind of inflicts it on them calmly and softly at first, but then he ends up upping the stakes and violently forcing his view on the other students and doesn't expect much resistance because he has this plan about how he's going to prove his point and he's right.
The story captured me. I like stories that make you think, and this movie really explores the psychological states of its main character, and that's really one reason why I got involved.
I think it's going to be fascinating. I think it's going to be one of those films that makes you think about it for the rest of the day and just sort of wonder, is that true? Is this a situation that I could actually see happening?
It's an examination of how a person's worldview changes when they are faced with stress of a life-threatening or not everyday situation, something that we don't ever have to deal with usually, or once or twice if we're unlucky in our lives. And how does that change you, and what you believe are your beliefs?
What is he planning to do? If you want to figure that out, then help us make this movie and click the donate button today and become a supporter of this film, because this film has something to say, and this film has a real purpose to it, I think.
Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you help us out.